Hey friends, if you're looking for quick tips to help you jumpstart your week, you are in the right place. I'm Lori Palau, host of the popular weekly podcast Organized Life, founder of Simply Be Organized, and every Monday I am here to bring you a quick organizing tip in under 15 minutes. All you have to do is click the subscribe or follow button wherever you're listening, and let's get started. Everybody, and welcome to today's tip of the week. I am your host, Lori Palau, and I'm so excited that you're here. If you're listening to this in real time, we are kicking off May, and I am here for it because, in my mind, May is like we're in the home stretch of the school year. We're getting ready for summer and like switching gears, going from the crazy busyness into like a more chill kind of mode. So I'm super excited because I love the anticipation of what's going to be coming up within the next few weeks, next month. So before we get into today's tip, I just want to remind you guys about our Ask an Expert series that we are piloting. We've got a bunch of people that have already expressed interest in being on our show. Here's how it's going to work. Click on the button. It's going to be in the show notes. It's also on our website. Ask an expert. You book a time. We do a Zoom call. You and me, one on one. It is pre-recorded. We can change your name. We can blur your image if you don't want it. You have your question that you want to ask me. I'm going to answer the question. We then put it on an episode on our Ask an Expert series because we know your questions are not unique to you. We know that there are so many people out there that have so many questions that we don't even think about. And we know if you're thinking of it, somebody else is thinking of it too. So this is a completely free call and you get to chat with me. And it's a great way for me to be able to bring you guys, our listeners, our community, our audience into the conversation so that I can make sure that regardless of how big or small your question is, I'm addressing it. So again, totally free. We are limiting the number of people, at least for now, with kind of like a test segment that we're trying out. And we would love for you to be part of our beta group. So click on the link below, ask an expert, and set up a time. And I can't wait to chat with you. Okay, back to today's tip. So it's all about packing. I love going on vacation. I don't like the packing part of it. So for me, in the spirit of full disclosure, I often procrastinate when it comes to packing because I just don't enjoy it. I can struggle with decision fatigue, what to bring, what not to bring. You're not sure of the weather. How many pairs of shoes do I want? Like all of the different questions. Am I going to work out realistically? Do I need to bring workout clothes? Like, is there a washer dryer? All of the million questions. So there's so many different things. I try to keep it simple. My number one thing is I want you guys to maximize space. So whether you're taking a carry-on, whether you're taking a backpack, a duffel bag, and even if you're taking a checked bag somewhere. I mean, I like rarely, if ever, never take a checked bag. But if you, whatever mode of transport that you're bringing your clothes and your belongings, I think the one of my favorite methods is nesting. And what do I mean by nesting? I'm going to take all the little things and I'm going to put them in something bigger. So, one of the things that I think is a great tool for nesting are shoes. So, depending on where your trip is, where you're going, it could be a sneaker. Boots are great because they take up a lot of room. I remember we were doing one of our partner retreats and we were going um, the first one when we went to Nashville and then we went to Austin and then we went to Scottsdale. I brought my cowboy boots to all of them. And I used the inside of the boot to nest things. So I nested socks, underwear, bras. I nested my curling wand. So there's so many different things that you can roll up t-shirts and stick things in. Now I understand maybe you're not going to want to stick your clean clothes inside a dirty sneaker. So I think you need to be very like strategic of what you're nesting in what, but you would be amazed at how much space you save when you can kind of put something in something else. Another tip that I try to do is again, I use a sort of a simple formula, which is like a 3 for 1. So I will take one bottom and I will try to match like 3 shirts. So I will say, okay, I don't have to bring, you know, 3 different pairs of jeans. I can have 1 pair of jeans and have 3 different tops. And I try to also, which is sort of like capsule wardrobe-ish, um, take, what are interchangeable. But I can wear this shirt with these pants or these pants. I can wear this, jacket with this outfit or this outfit. So really trying to maximize on the versatility is really, really important. And less is more. I always tell people, especially if you are um, going somewhere with a washer or dryer. I think that's so, so clutch. And if you are doing air travel, we always know that there is the possibility that things are going to be out of your control and flights are going to be delayed or canceled or luggage is going to be lost. So I always make sure that you have anything that's truly a necessity. And by that, I really mean like your medicine, maybe your toothbrush, anything that's super, super important, you have it on your person. Don't put it even in your carry on bag. I don't know how many times I've gotten up to the gate and they're like, sorry, we're full. We got to check your carry-on bag. Even though it was a carry-on, it's still getting checked. So I always make sure that any medicines, any my chargers, anything specific that I really would be completely screwed, for lack of a better word, if it got lost, not just an inconvenience, but I'd really be like up a creek. I keep with me in my backpack that I take with me as my personal item on the plane. Obviously, if you're doing road travel, less of an issue. But those are some of my my favorite travel tips. But my number one tip is the nesting. So next time you're planning for a trip, think about what can I shove into something else to make more space. I hope you found this useful. We'll be back on Thursday with another episode. Again, don't forget to click on the Ask an Expert. I'm sure you have some sort of question about organizing or decluttering, or maybe it's even about the Enneagram, whatever. We want to chat with you. So fill that out, and I'll see you next week for another episode of This Organized Life. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this episode, please spread the love and share it with your friends. And if this is your first time joining us, make sure to click the subscribe button wherever you are listening so you never miss an episode. And while you're there, please leave us a review so other people know that our show is worth the listen. You can also find us on YouTube and Instagram at This Organized Life Podcast. And if you'd like to connect with us, you can head on over to our website at simply the letter B like boy organized.com, which is filled with tons of resources, including free downloads, checklists, links to our amazing organizing partners, and all of our digital offerings. I'll see you next week for another episode of This Organized Life.